Welcome to the Galactic Mind Weather Report. So my name is Mark Bentley and I'm coming to you in the middle of what's known as the Red Skywalker Wavespell. Now today in the Galactic Mind Dream Spell count, it is the Blue Resonant Storm archetype, which is responsible for catalyzing our emotional bodies and our realities in order to catalyze and break through the stagnancy, the stuck beliefs, the stuck feelings that we're still holding on to from the past that are preventing us from fully opening our eyes to perceive what is actually happening right in front of us right now. And so I'm really excited about this wave spell because, well, for many reasons, but for one of them, the Red Skywalker is all about opening our eyes to see the reality that we live in and to really evolve our capacity to explore it and manifest it and to really just live in it. And the Blue Resonant Storm that happens today is really helping to shake us up, you know, to get us to realize, to get out of our own little insular kind of comfort zones where we create these little, it's everyone else's fault, or it's the government's fault, or it's this fault or that. And the storm comes in and it's like this, you know, kick in the ass that says, no, this is reality. It is evolving, it is changing. This is how we're doing it. We're not doing it instant, everything is fixed. This is an amazing, you know, computer game, this virtual reality game that our spirit, our soul is entering into these, you know, apparent physical bodies, but really they're just, you know, a part of the virtual reality of existence. And it's all adaptable, it's all changeable, you know, and we're here to play out this process. And no matter what system of belief you look at, it all points to the same thing. We are going through a collective awakening right now. And to me, what that means is all of this war, all of the you know, because it seems right now, if you were just looking at the news and the mainstream media, and a lot of the alternative media as well, that it seems like the world is a very horrible place right now. It can feel like there is so much war and division that it's actually getting worse than better. And what I really want to bring in this report today is to really acknowledge this archetype of the Blue Resonant Storm and to recognize the archetype of the Blue Storm itself. It's known as the World Changer because the Blue Storm is all about changing realities through really shaking them up and testing the integrity of, you know, the belief structures, the emotional structures, the physical structures within our reality, and seeing what's actually strong enough in its integrity to stand and survive the storm. And when the storm is finished, then we can look around and see what foundations are still remaining. What survived the storm? Because if it survived the storm, then it's something worth looking at. It's something worth building upon in our own personal lives and in our collective lives. And the reason that I'm extra excited about this is that in the 13 moon Mayan dream spell natural time calendar, there's a mouthful for you, count, the new year begins every year on July 27th in the Gregorian calendar. So what that means is that on July 25th coming up, that's this Tuesday, it's known as the day out of time. On July 25th, we are going to be moving the collective cogs of evolution are changing gears. And this is super exciting because we are closing off right now in this next few days the year of the blue spectral storm that has been shaking the very foundations of our reality. And many of you have felt it, you can see it all over the planet. It is insane. And it has been serving a purpose. So yes, this has been a big year. Since July 26th, 2016, it has been shaking around. And now on July 26th, 2017, so that's this Wednesday, we're changing gears to an archetype, a collective archetype for the next year that follows, that's known as the yellow crystal seed. Now the yellow crystal seed, which is in the Wavespell, the Red Skywalker, what that means is that the collective evolutionary patterns are going to stop shaking and destroying and testing the integrity of structures, and it's going to begin really encouraging the collective mind, because it works on the mental plane. So we're going to be moving from the emotional plane to the mental plane for the next year that follows from Wednesday. And it's going to be encouraging, all of us to begin to learn how to cooperate together in order to target our awareness on the potential, the seed that is lying within our humanity, that is just waiting to bust out of its shell and grow into the strong oak tree that it wants to be of our future. But it requires our focus. It requires our awareness in order to grow, because it is our sacral energy. It is the energy of humans that is channeled into, through our focus and our awareness, into things that then become manifested reality. And so the collective program, in a sense, is going to begin really encouraging this from Wednesday. So this is a really special week that we're living in right now. And if you find yourself, really being challenged by what you're seeing around you and the life that you find yourself living in, it'll be more challenging. The ones who are only just opening their eyes now are going to have a hard time. Have some compassion for those who are waking up now. Because, for many of us, I've been exploring this journey since I was a kid. And even then it's been an intense process. And I often think about this awakening process we're going through is very much like, these deep sea divers, that when they go into the deep sea, someone dives down, really deep, they have to come back up to the surface of the ocean really slowly. Because if a deep sea diver comes up too fast, they get the pressure change between the depth levels is too much for the body to handle at once, and they get air bubbles in their blood. And this can kill them if they come up too fast. They have to go into what's known as a compression chamber to kind of stabilize their body again. And in a way, that's what I see happening all around me right now. Is there's a lot of us that have been coming up a lot slower over time. We've been going through the process, we've been preparing the path. And now more and more people are waking up every single day all over the planet. And when they wake up, they're coming to the surface so quickly. It's just like our technology is evolving on this kind of incredible, slope that's just peaking through the roof right now. Our awakening is happening the same. So have compassion for those in your family and the world around you and those you're working with, or politicians, etc. Have compassion and understanding that they're thrashing about because they're trying to get stability. They're trying to work out what's happening. And what they really need right now is a collective, compression chamber, where those of us who have been doing this for a while can hold solid and strong, and not provoke, not poke, and not fight and insult and say, oh, you're wrong, you're causing the damage to this planet, but to just breathe deep, stabilize and become the eye of the storm. And through holding that in your own life and working on achieving that in your own personal life, that energy itself, that stability, is going to connect with all the others like us around the planet that are working for the greater good. And it's going to create a kind of compression chamber that helps stabilize, the collective blood, so that, we don't get these oxygen bubbles that are going to cause problems. We can help make the transition smoother. And we need to trust that this is an evolutionary process, that the planet is not in the wrong place now. We're not in the wrong place at the wrong time. Planet, this time ship Earth is being catalyzed into its next stage of awakening. As a human species, this is part of how we wake up. It's programmed right here in the codes. Blue resonant storm. We realign to the awakening through getting our asses kicked through a little bit of a storm that comes in and tests how much we are really standing in our integrity. So enjoy the rest of this wave spell. Get out there and explore. Dare to try something new every day, and explore how, and be really aware, of how you react when you try something new. And that's where you're going to discover so much more about yourself. You know, you'll find that you have so much more courage than you ever thought. You know, you'll find that you have a passion for something. There's something in your heart that is it just makes you want to get up in the morning, you know, and you'll begin to evolve your understanding of what that is and bring more of that into your life. Dare to bring more of that and work on your self-discipline, because when a storm is at play, we need people that are self-disciplined, that are not going to get distracted into all these pretty noises and lovely colors and love and light, you know, stories, but also aren't going to get distracted into the war and the fighting and the fear. What we need is self-discipline. We need real warriors now. You know, these spiritual light warriors they've always talked about. That's what we need to embody in our lives now. And there's nothing that needs to be done. You don't need to fix anything, but rather become the eye of the storm. Work on bringing your awareness into every moment, breathing. And ride these waves and enjoy them. Have fun, even in the hard times. Look at these hard times not as victim patterns, but look at these hard times that are around us right now as the most incredible challenge that we have dreamt of having the opportunity to take on. And now we're here. It's not, it's coming. The change is here. It's now. And it's just waiting for us to open the gateway and let it in. So thank you for joining into the Galactic Mind Weather Report today. And don't forget, you can sign up for the Patreon, my Patreon page, if you would like to support financially to help keep this work going. And for everyone that signs up by the 1st of August on Patreon for $3 a month, you will automatically go in the draw to win a Trinity reading, face-to-face with me, where we will sync up a time to go live, and I'll take you through your human design profile, we'll look at your galactic mind signature, and we'll open up and really discover, you know, how you were designed to live in this world, you know, and what your purpose is. What is your gift that you're bringing? You know, something I love doing, and I love being able to offer this as a gift in exchange for the beautiful support that everyone has offered. So thank you so much for taking the time. In Lakesh. So much love.